This is the Rangers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, after the unbelievable loss on Sunday in San Francisco, the environment changed. The Rangers returned home, but the results did not. At least the Rangers got a couple of runs on Sunday, only one run tonight, and they fall to the A's in the opener by the final of 2-1. Here we go. Welcome into the Rangers POSTCAST, your team every day, and in our case, your team every single game. My name is Jeff Biggs, longtime host and reporter. Thank you for watching Locked On Sports Rangers, your destination after every single game. You can also find us on the Locked On Rangers podcast feed. That's where you'll find the great work of Bryce Paterick every single day. Bryce had a great episode today talking about the weekend series, and needless to say, the Bryce was right with pretty much everything that he said in his breakdown. Also, I should let you know that this episode is brought to you by the Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K. You can turn any TV into your Xbox, no console needed. Head to amazon.com/Fire TV Locked On to learn more. Well, just when we think we've learned everything that we can about this struggling Rangers offense, it's just look. I'm not gonna freak out here. I'm not gonna yell and scream and go on a rant. They're just in a really, really bad, horrific slump. A lot of teams go through, pretty much most teams go through these at some point in the season. I guess it's just maybe a little rare because it feels like the Rangers have not busted out at all to begin this season. We're still in April. The mighty Dodgers, the greatest team ever, according to the national media. They were shut out at home on Friday night. So, it happens. Teams struggle, but right now, this Rangers team is just scuffling, struggling, and just having a hard time getting good swings, getting good contact. And it feels like every game now, it has been an avalanche of just pressure, not only to the hitters, but the starting pitching, they've been great, but you can tell they're feeling it. They feel like, man, you give up 2 runs and you're going to lose. That's no way to live, no way to operate. And same thing with the bullpen. Every game now they go in, it's close, it's tight, there's no room for error, and it is just a really bad spot right now for this team that they're going to have to just keep grinding away and find a way to get out of it, right? Or else they'll be sitting home in October.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Well, obviously, we're talking about the Rangers' offensive struggles and the fact that they, once again, just could not get the big hit, could not get something going offensively. Also, we'll talk about what I thought was, a gritty, kind of gutty start for Patrick Corbin. Again, he faced the A's last week in Sacramento. It's always kind of, I don't know, you can go both ways on those stats of facing the team for the second time in a week. Sometimes you can make a case that it favors the hitters. Sometimes it favors the pitchers. Just depends. But bottom line is, Patrick Corbin gave them a chance to win. Here's a guy that I think going into the season, you thought, okay, really bad move. This guy's injury prone. He's not that good anymore. And really, all things considered, considering that he was like a last week or pretty late in spring signing to help because of injury. I mean, he's been okay. And I thought last time out, he really showed some glimpses of a guy that I think could get better as the season goes on, for sure. But the bullpen did their part again. I mean, they did not score a run late. They did not allow the game to get out of hand, and really it just came back to the Rangers offense trying to get something going. And the only run they scored was in the bottom of the sixth. Pilar struck out. Higashioka got a nice double to center. Higashioka, by the way, batting second tonight as Bruce Bochy tries to kind of tweak the lineup. He put Pilar in there to lead off. Higashioka to bat second. Wyatt Langford back in the lineup, flew out, couldn't hit a big home run last week in Sacramento, flew out to right. Jonah Heim was able to bring Higashioka home, and then Simeon singled to left. Josh Young scored, and that brought up another big opportunity for Adolis Garcia, and he popped up. I mean, I give Adolis credit. I mean, he's playing his butt off, or as my former colleague Jim Rome would say, playing his ass off in the outfield, but he's struggling right now at the plate for sure. And so that was that. You look at the seventh, 1, 2, 3 inning there. In the eighth, 1, 2, 3 inning there. And then in the ninth, you're thinking, okay, Marcus Simeon leads off with a walk, and Young moves him over to second, and Adolis struck out, and then Bruce Bochy rolled the dice, brought in Dustin Harris, maybe as a pinch hit spark, and he grounded out to second, and that was the ball game. Not much more you can say. Like I said, I thought, was Patrick Corbin great? Was he spectacular? Was he, as good as some of the other starts we've seen over the last 4 or 5 days? No, but good enough for sure. I mean, good enough to keep them in the game. Soderstrom actually pitched him pretty well. Just got beat on that at bat. JP Sears, they finally got to him, but that was it. They could not get another run home. I was hoping maybe they could tie it there in the bottom of the ninth, and it just did not happen. So it is what it is. The good news is this is a 4-game series, but man, if you're the Rangers, you don't want to keep losing all these games within your division. I mean, it's one thing that's really important. You can say, well, this game or that, but winning the games in your division, really, it's big. It just always seems to work out that way, that teams that beat the teams in their division usually do well, and teams that don't, that's not a good sign. Now, again, it's early, but Rangers really need to kind of get going here on this homestand and finish strong against the A's and over the weekend against Seattle. All right, we're going to take our one and only timeout. When we come back, want to hear from you via the comment crew. Thanks for being with me on this Monday night. This is the Rangers Postcast. All right, I want to talk to you about what's going on over at FanDuel. It's that time, and with FanDuel, the NBA playoffs are here, and FanDuel is giving new customers an incredible way to get in on the action. Right now, when you join FanDuel and place your first $5 bet, you'll get $250 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Now, this is really cool. I mean, FanDuel makes betting easy, whether you're picking your favorite team or diving into player props, from 3-pointers to steals to assists. FanDuel has so many ways to bet your favorite player props. Plus, after the game tips off, you can even combine live prop bets into a same game parlay for a chance to win big. So don't miss out. Head to FanDuel.com and claim your $250 in bonus bets today. And there's nothing like the atmosphere of an NBA playoff game. Every bucket, every defensive stop, every moment feels huge. It's electric in the arena. And with Game Time, you can be a part of it without the stress of last-minute ticket hunting. Game Time makes it fast and easy to get playoff tickets, even when demand is sky high. Prices on the app actually go down as tip-off gets closer, and their last-minute deals can save you up to 60%. And I think without a doubt, that last-minute deal, that's a big one for me. That's a priority. I mean, you can save up to 60% off buying last minute for sports, concerts, comedy, theater, the whole thing. And their all-in pricing means no surprise fees at checkout. What you see is what you pay. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONNFL for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONNFL for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All right, we got a lot of people, a lot of you want to get in and sound off, so let's get to you via the comment crew. Love you guys, appreciate it. Noah Day was leading off, and Noah says, rolling over or popping out, you take your pick. The Rangers got to start driving the ball. The swings are just not there. They're either late or early, can't seem to find the sweet spot. My man Paul Wilson says it's only one game. It's a long season. These guys are too good to stay this bad. I will copy this and paste it after every game. I like that. I like that. That's a good idea. I think I'll do the same thing, Paul. I'll get like an AI version of myself, and I'll just keep repeating what we're talking about. Paul also adds, seems like every game is the same with a few minor variations, but the same outcome, no doubt. Adam says this team is awful. No leadership, no drive, or looks of wanting to win. Tired of being said that we have a good team and then tune in to watch this garbage. Rebuild of this continues. Well, it's I'll tell you what, I'll say this. I mean, I do think, I think there are a lot of guys on the team, pretty much, I would say probably all of them or most of them do want to win, Adam, and I think they do care, and they may not show it outwardly in the way that we think they should, but I think they do. I think they do care. I think they're just, on one hand, they're good enough to know that it's going to turn around eventually, but at the same time, I mean, I think we're getting to the point now where, somebody's going to have to, it's not even about yelling or having a team meeting, but I mean, somebody needs to kind of change the tone or change the atmosphere a little bit. And sometimes the best thing about those team meetings is not necessarily the words that are said, but it's just the outburst and the emotion of just kind of jarring everybody's attention. And sometimes it's, from a guy that you may not expect, but sometimes it's good to, like I said, just kind of jar the room a little bit, and almost like kind of like a wake up call, like, oh, this blank has got to stop, and we're gonna stop today. And somebody needs to go out there and lead by example and just get it done. Texas Hobby Bin says it is just an offensive slump. Adam says again, if this continues, we will see another Astros AL West championship. The Sloth JK says when the Rangers have two catchers in the lineup, they're struggling. Paul says no glaring defensive miscues tonight. Grasping, yeah. And yeah, grasping of straws of positivity. That good outing for the bullpen. I thought a decent start for Patrick Corbin, as I said. Blake D says White Sox just put up a 10 spot versus the A's the other day, and the Rangers can't put up 10 runs in a series. Yep. Great point. Excellent point. KMD says, I like Dustin Harris as much as the next guy, but game on the line, and he's our pinch hitter. This team has no depth. Yeah, hard to argue that right now, for sure. Darth Coat says at least this loss wasn't utterly embarrassing like the previous one. The Sloth says Pilar and Ahmed should not be on the team. And Isaac says I stopped watching and instead started watching the Stars game. Glad I did. This is just sad, and I was thinking maybe the Rangers would surprise me with a win if I stopped watching, but no. Oh well. Brutal. That's kind of where we've come to right now. I'm a big, a firm believer in rock bottom, meaning I think sometimes rock bottom can be a blessing because it's as low as you can go, and the only way to go from rock bottom is up, and you learn a lot about yourself and your character and what you're made of. And I always say you don't know what kind of juice somebody has until they get squeezed. And so right now, I mean, if you're going to get to the gold, you got to go through the fire. And I mean, this team is in it right now for sure. And like I said, you don't want to keep losing these games within the division, but I mean, man, the good news is the rotation is pitching so well right now that they're gonna have a chance. But I something's got to pop here on this homestand. I mean, it's just that simple. And so I'm hoping with Jacob deGrom tomorrow night against whoever the A's decide they're going to throw. I don't think they still have undecided, but big start for Jacob deGrom. I mean, this is we talk about the pitcher, the pressure on the pitchers, right? But I mean, you're Jacob deGrom, you're with his credentials and his stuff and his resume and everything. I mean, this is a game like tomorrow. This is why you get paid the big bucks. I mean, you're called upon in situations like these to be the stopper. Yeah, the offense is struggling, but you know what? You can come in tomorrow and not allow the A's to score. Now, maybe probably not going to happen, but you get my point. And I know a competitor like deGrom, he's going to want the ball and want to be able to do that. So starts tomorrow, and hopefully that will be the case. But this is just a really, really, really bad funk, and they got to get it going. So anyway, hey, thank you guys for jumping in. You guys could easily, blow this off or just go do other stuff. But the fact that you stay after these games, to be a part of the show and participate and share your thoughts and your comments. Again, can't say enough how much it means to me, and I know to the podcast and to Bryce and really appreciate it. So thank you, Texas Hobby Bin as well. I got that. Thank you, and we'll do it again tomorrow night. Jacob deGrom and the Rangers will try to bounce back in Game 2 tomorrow night after a very tough loss again tonight against the A's. 2-1 the final. Rangers lose again. This has been the Rangers Postcast.